This is an emergency action notification requested by the White House. All EAS participants will follow activation procedures in the EAS operating handbook for a national level emergency. The President of the United States, or one of his representatives, will shortly deliver a message over the emergency alert system. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by. We interrupt our regular programming. This is a national emergency. Important details will follow. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcasts and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air providing news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is 90.7 WFAE-FM. We will continue to serve the Charlotte area. If you are not in this local area, tune now into stations providing news and information for your local area. This is the emergency alert system serving the Charlotte area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone line should be kept open for emergency use. The emergency alert system has been activated. We interrupt our regular programming at the request of the White House. This is the emergency alert system. All normal programming has been discontinued during this emergency. This is 90.7 WFAE-FM. We will continue furnishing news, official information, and instructions for the Charlotte area. If you are not in the Charlotte area, you should tune now into stations providing news and information for your area. It is important that you listen carefully to announcements from a station in your local area. Stand by. The President of the United States, or his designated representative, will be speaking shortly. The following message has been given authorization for release at the request of myself, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the Department of Public Health and Human Services, and the United States government, effective as of 6:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. I regret to inform the citizens of the United States that a national public health emergency has been declared for the entire nation due to the outbreak of the virus known as DVL 536, which has been originated from Minneapolis, Minnesota, is currently affecting the entire United States. What this virus does to those affected has never been done in the history of mankind. This virus transforms its victims into demon-like creatures. Yep, you heard it, demons. Demons are only supposed to exist in folklore, and in TV shows, movies, video games, and books. But, unfortunately, they are actually real, folks. These creatures are attacking and killing anyone that they see in their path by the means of strangling, crushing, piercing them with their horns, clawing and slashing their victims to death, burning alive, and possession, driving anyone into a complete homicidal rage. In addition, victims that have been slashed and clawed by these creatures have died, then about 5 minutes later, transform into demons themselves, and start to attack those around them. You can identify these creatures by having the following characteristics and traits: massively increased muscle mass, visible veins, red, crimson, garnet, ruby, mahogany, scarlet, or brick-colored skin, wings on their backs, horns on their heads, sensitive arms or legs, resistance to conventional weaponry, telekinesis, red, black, or yellow eyes, extreme speed and strength, are about 8 to 10 feet tall, and displays extreme homicidal aggression to anyone in their line of sight. These creatures can only be killed in the following ways: showing them a crucifix, the use of silver weapons like swords or daggers, flashing bright lights at them, and pouring holy water over them. This is an extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation, and needs to be taken very seriously. I am asking all Americans, no matter where you live, to follow these given instructions, as this can help you to increase your chance of survival. Effective immediately, I will be placing the entire nation under a mandatory shelter-in-place order, as well as martial law. Martial law means the military will now control all aspects of life. All essential activities have been prohibited, and a complete restriction of travel has been implemented. No one is allowed to leave the country for any reason. If you are caught attempting to leave, you will be arrested, or shot on sight by the U.S. National Guard. Find a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Stay away from windows, doors, and outside walls. Put as many objects between you and the outside world as possible. Close, lock, and barricade all windows and doors from the inside to prevent these creatures from entering your home. Turn off all heating and air conditioning systems, as DVL 536 is an airborne virus. Close all curtains and blinds. Close all fireplace dampers and vents. And seal all cracks on doors and windows with tape or damp towels. Grab an essential set of supplies for your shelter that will last you and your family for the duration of this emergency. Take food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight, a first aid kit, a cell phone, phone chargers, toiletries, important documents, and a battery-powered or hand-cranked radio with extra batteries. Make sure you turn all of your lights on inside your shelter in order to scare off the demons. Make as little noise as possible to avoid attracting the attention of these creatures. If you have been slashed and clawed by one of these creatures, commit suicide immediately. There is no way out of an attack, and you will die, and turn into a demon yourself. If one or more of these creatures enter your shelter, follow the listed steps on how to kill them. Do not go outside for any reason. If you do so, you will be putting your life in extreme danger, and will likely turn into one of these creatures. Most importantly, do not approach or make contact with these creatures. They are considered extremely dangerous, and will attack and kill anyone on sight, as encountering with demons will almost certainly result in you being clawed and slashed, getting infected with the virus, and transformation. These creatures are no longer human. I repeat, these creatures are no longer human. They show no mercy whatsoever. Anyone that has been infected with the virus or attacked by these creatures is considered to be lost or compromised, and should be treated as an immediate threat to you and others around them. Do not panic. I repeat, do not panic. Panicking will only make the situation worse than it already is. My fellow Americans, this is clearly a dark and unprecedented time in our nation's history. We have never seen a virus that comes out of nowhere that turns its victims into vicious monsters from hell. Even though we are dealing with a lot of uncertainty and chaos, with National Guard and military troops failing to eliminate hordes of these creatures and more people turning into demons as this message is being sent out, we will rise up from the ashes as one nation, under God, and try to rebuild this nation back to its former glory once all of this is over. We will be resilient and stronger than ever before. If we can get together as loyal American citizens, we will get out of this crisis, and go back to normal again. Always have a positive attitude and have hope, even during these dark times. We will also find a cure or vaccine for DVL 536, and is expected to be delivered within a year or two. However, since this is a potential extinction level event, that might not even be guaranteed. Thank you for listening to this message. Stay safe, stay strong, stay vigilant, and as always, God bless the United States of America.
was a message from a representative of the President. We now return to the emergency alert system. This concludes all operations of the emergency alert system. However, normal programming will be suspended indefinitely, or until this crisis has ended. Please stay tuned to local media outlets for more information on the situation.